Hey there, it's your girl Charnay by Grace, and even though it's been a minute, I am still here to encourage you by reminding you that we are the willing, led by the unknowing, doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much with so little for so long. We are now capable of doing anything with nothing. Welcome to part 16 of 28 Days of Equity.
The whole of humanity had all the solutions for the pain and pollution.
Sunday, and I just left work church. Now I'm picking up my kids for church. This afternoon I got to grade papers for people who pastor the church. Tonight I got to be a Christian therapist, so let's go. Me and my oldest daughter went to the game of one of her friends to support him during his championship game. And of course, we grabbed our purses, we grabbed our little fat heads to celebrate him, and we ran into the door because we didn't want to be late. Well, we get in there and they got a clear bag policy. Tell y'all something, nothing gets on my nerves worse than a clear bag policy, because this disproportionately affects women more so than men. They have to keep products on them to take care of their personal hygiene. They have little pocketbooks for their money, all sorts of little lip gloss. We need our purses, and they ain't gonna be clear. And I quickly realized that this was not going to be a conversation about equity between men and women and having to have a clear bag. I realized that this was going to be a conversation about gun reform in America. Let me give you a little bit of information that I was able to locate on RAND.org that does research on gun control, amongst other things. It says high gun ownership and firearm death rates. The U.S. has the highest civilian gun ownership globally, with more than 120 firearms per 100 residents. This correlates with elevated firearm-related death rates, including homicides and suicides, compared to other high-income nations. And then the Pew Research really closes it out, right? Public support for stricter gun laws in the U.S. A majority of adults, 58%, favor stricter gun laws. However, legislative changes at the federal level have been limited, leading to a patchwork of state regulations. Let me just close by saying lack of equity shows up in all kinds of places. This cannot just be about Target's DEI. You need to understand when you're in the voting booth, when you are going to your community meetings, when you're talking to your children, what's really at stake. We really have a responsibility to live in this country. We call it free, we call it brave, but you got to be brave enough to really deal with equity. I hope you got something from that. As I always say, God is for you, Jesus is with you, the Holy Spirit is in you, all of heaven's angels are on your side. I love you. There's nothing you can do about that. Bye.